Welcome to Sconny Wandering. If you're new to the channel, this channel is normally dedicated to traveling the parks of Wisconsin. But in this multi-part series, come along on the journey of a daddy-daughter trip out to Utah from Wisconsin. We'll see the adventures along the way, and you'll see what happens to our trip and how we adapt. Not everything always goes the way you plan. Come enjoy the journey with us, and let's get out there. And all I can say is 2020. After a change of plans, we wound up in Idaho. That was nowhere near on our list of places we planned on going. But rather than let the detour of having not been able to take 70 home as get in our way and make a boring ride back on 80, we headed north, and we're gonna take 90 back. But 90 back means we're going to be exploring a few more mountains, and we're going to go up, and we're going to cut over, and we're probably going to hit Yellowstone. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, check out my last video. That'll help explain. We've done a series of videos of travels with me and my daughter. Southern Utah trip, which we planned on heading straight back, but fires had another plan where we weren't allowed to go back through Colorado the way we came. So we're on a detour trip up through Idaho now. Gotta remember it's Idaho, not Iowa. And we're heading off into the Yellowstone and the Tetons. Now we're gonna make this a quick trip. We, as a family, did the Yellowstone thing about, I guess it was about 5 years ago. Okay, one last thing to say. Idaho, you have a beautiful welcome center. All these little picnic shelters kind of tucked away. We're in one here now. And the reason we're stopped at our picnic table is we have some pie that we picked up yesterday morning as we were leaving Fruta Campground in Capitol Reef. This is our second one that we've gotten from there, but I'm glad we kind of saved it. Discovered that one of my tires is just at the point where it's supposed to be rotated for the first time, and the front, and it was bald. So I just stopped here in Soda Springs at Point S Tire and Auto on a Saturday morning. Just popped in. They took care. They rotated my tires, so I have that slightly bald one sitting on the back to drag home now. They got me in and out in just a few minutes for like 12 bucks. I can't complain there. Well, we definitely crossed into Wyoming, following the river down here on 89, heading our way into the Tetons, and we stopped to check out the Kahuna overlook for the rafters. We'll show you that shots of a couple rafters going over. So after following the Snake River for about an hour, we hit Jackson Hole. It is packed. We hit that on a Saturday in August, and the place was packed. It was just traffic jam all the way through. Got out the other side, go past the airport, and you're at the Tetons. That was the crowds for South Jenny Lake turnout and trailhead of some form. That was quite the crowd. So expect some crowds. We are here mid-August. Tetons are over there. Horse trailer parking? I don't see room for any horses. Show with my Yellowstone. So we headed off to Old Faithful. We got here probably just a little bit after it had gone off, so we're going to take a loop around the geyser field here before it goes off again. Not my van, not my van, not my van. Mine's way over there somewhere. After driving all the way from Idaho, up, following the Snake River, all the way into Yellowstone, heading off over to see Old Faithful. We headed over into the park, see if we had any chance of finding a campsite. We were in luck. They found one site and we had to go back half an hour back towards Tetons, but we're still in Yellowstone, and now we're going to, and we are in bear country. Everything must stay in the van, all food must stay in the van, closed up at night in the hard shell, and we got a box of firewood to play with. Let's see if she can start a fire tonight. Is it a fire?
I think so.
I'll check back in 10 minutes. It's still a fire. She went big and bold. Big pieces. Not much kindling and she made a fire. Lucky. I'm down at Yellowstone Lake, just outside our campground, exploring the lake shore. There's a group of kayakers coming in behind me right now. Turned out to be a really nice little campsite. Enjoy that campground. There's a lot of stuff available. I was excited when we came in. It's like, ooh, this place has showers. Once again, 2020 rears its ugly head. So nobody here showered. That's just the way it is. As we're leaving the campground here in Yellowstone in August 15th, or is it the 16th? 16th, mid-August. Big difference between here and Utah is it says it is 34 degrees. That's a cold one.
Got to put, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta put it in drive, yeah. Safe distance.
Can I touch it?
No, you can't touch it.
I want to touch it.
No touching the buffalo.
I want to.
When you're alone, you have to outrun it. When you're with a friend, you just have to outrun your friend.
You won't have a friend left.
On a more early morning hike in Yellowstone, checking out some geysers and buffalo today, and some other things. Dragon's Mouth.
Yeah, that's an appropriate name.
We are definitely in buffalo territory. I've seen quite a few just wandering around in the plains here. There's another one over here on the right. He's in water, so he's more exciting. That's why all the people have stopped.
I want to touch it. Daddy, can I get my own camera?
I was zoomed in.
Dad, maybe it'll come down to us.
Here's the Yellowstone traffic jam. He's taking his time. Am I allowed to pass? I feel like I should at least move over a little bit.
No, Dad, that's how I get my close-ups.
Did you just say he was too close?
No.
I think you did.
No, I didn't.
And this is why you don't. There's no rafting on the Yellowstone River.
This is exactly why you should.
Getting closer. Is that buffalo an oversized vehicle?
Yes.
Then you can park there. Look at you.
What's up, homie?
So, this is Lower Falls in Yellowstone. I just looked at Upper Falls in the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstones. We are at Artist Point. So to come here, bring your paints and try to recreate what you see from a spot like this. Stopping to watch buffalo run down a hill. Don't know how well you can see that. I can hear them from way over here. So this is zoomed out. So I'm up at one of the highest viewpoints in the park. It's on the entrance road from the east entrance. Stopped here 5 years ago for at sunset. On my way back from having to get the car fixed. But get a sense of our viewpoint over the lake. As I come around, okay, so there's the west end of the lake. I don't know if I can even point it out here. The Tetons are out there. You can see from here, but they're still a long ways away. So, made our quick trip, quick drive in, stopped at the Tetons, saw Old Faithful, saw some elk, saw plenty of buffalo, saw a couple deer, haven't seen a bear, definitely saw the lake a lot, saw the canyon, saw the waterfalls. So that's our very quick, non-planned trip to Yellowstone. Now we're going to work our way out and figure out how we're getting home. Okay, I'm at Corkscrew Bridge Overlook. So there's a path down here. Apparently this is the path before the road was here. That would come up through the hole and around and back up to work its way up the mountain through the pass. So this is on the east entrance road. There's a little pull off with a little restroom to know you're there. And there's these falls you can come explore. Good morning from the Black Hills. On that trip from Yellowstone, coming out, you come out Yellowstone, mostly downhill, heading to Cody. And it's kind of a boring stretch out to Bison or to Gray Bowl. My GPS tried twice to send me down gravel roads and I was having none of that. So I wound up in Gray Bowl, heading down to 10 Sleeps. The stretch from Bison to 10 Sleeps, that was a twisty, windy, very nauseating road. It wasn't high speed, but it kind of wore me out a little bit. Then once you get to 10 Sleeps, you follow the 10 Sleeps River up. And there's beautiful pull-offs. Looks like there's a lot of great places to hang out on that stretch up. Once you get to the peak and heading back down towards Buffalo, it's a long downhill, but there's not a lot to stop at, not a lot of pull-offs to make it worthwhile. So depending which way you're going, if you're coming up and over on the stretch down to 10 Sleeps, you got a lot of places to pull out. And there looked like there was a lot of people actually were kind of parked in there, sticking around for a while. And then we just trekked it across the plains after Buffalo, all the way out to the Black Hills. We decided we were going to go try to get to Mount Rushmore. Sun was fading by the time we got to the Black Hills, so we just found ourselves a campground in the Black Hills Forest, National Forest, and we are getting up first thing in the morning and heading over to Mount Rushmore. That apparently opens at 5, so we're going to hustle on over there and then start our trek home. If you get to Rushmore early enough, you can get the place to yourself and the sun just hitting the guys up top there. And there's a whole amphitheater down here. What?
The buffalo.
Oh, we got to go in. That's Mississippi. Minnesota's over there. I'm in Wisconsin. We made it. There's a Welcome Center on I-90 coming across right by outside La Crosse. So today was a big travel day. As expected, woke up in the Black Hills, took a quick look at Mount Rushmore, stopped in Wall for Wall Drug, took some photos to recreate photos that we had taken several years ago, and then just booked it across the rest of South Dakota, across Minnesota to get to here. Still got another 2 hours almost before we get home today. So we still got some driving to do. So the past couple days, it is 2 days to get to Yellowstone from Wisconsin. There's no question about it. However, stopping in the Black Hills isn't a bad place to stop if you're doing that. It does make sense. And there's plenty of camping amongst those hills. There's plenty of campgrounds out there. However, it looks like a place I might want to go in the future. Maybe take the day trip out, spend a couple days in the Black Hills. It looks like there's lots of hikes, and then come on back, and that's a day back. So it looks like it's something that might be worth checking out in the future, at least from Wisconsin. So, just a note, this is a week and a day after we went through Glenwood Canyon. I just checked the news reports. The whole reason we went around that extra trip through Yellowstone is because I-70 was closed. Now that I got some internet, I found out the day after we went through Glenwood Canyon, the fire started in that canyon, and they are dumping water on the rest stop where we stopped to put our feet in the Colorado River. That rest stop and the ranch across the river from there. That place is totally inaccessible. There are over 600 firefighters out there right now. So I'm hoping that they're all safe. That's a lot to ask, and in a really impossible area to try to work in those deep canyons with no road access other than the interstate. Our whole trip was a night. Our first stop was the rest stop in Colorado, the Welcome Center there. Second night was in Rifle Gap State Park. 3 nights in Arches, 1 night in Capitol Reef. Then we headed north, 1 night at a rest stop in Idaho. Then on over to Yellowstone, where I was lucky enough to get a night there, which is kind of risky. And if we didn't, there was plenty of places on the way out of Yellowstone, but once you get out the East Road, you're not coming back in. So I'm so thrilled we found a spot in the campground there in the park. Then we hauled our way out of Yellowstone after making a few morning stops and stopped in the Black Hills and then all the way home. So if you found this whole tour we just did useful, please like the videos, subscribe to my channel. I hope to make more. I do plan on some more traveling, probably sticking close to home again for a while, because this was planned for months, long before this YouTube channel even existed. And before 2020 was happening, we started this plan. And lots of things changed, and all I can say is 2020. So I hope this is useful to you. Like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and it'll help you see more videos. And I'll get back to more of those state park videos. I will be throwing in a bunch of detailed videos of several of the campgrounds we were at, so you can probably go look back at those. But I'll get back to more Wisconsin State Park ones in upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. Now I'm probably going to show a bunch of little clips from our travels on this adventure. Thanks for watching, and get on out there.